You tell me when you're going to hit start, and I'm going to hit start on the music. Was that a start? Oh, that's a good one. I like that picture. Is that a start?
Yep.
Stupid. You're going to hit start? Stupid.
Where were you when the chop stopped growing on that September day? Were you in the arms of your wife and children, or working on some stage in LA? Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that clean face that was on the Chise? Did you shout out in anger, hey, where'd those chops go? Or did you just sit down and cry? And I know Jesus Chise and his super chops, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and chops are some good things he gave us, and the greatest is chops. And the greatest is chops. And the greatest is chops. Where were you when the chops stopped growing on that September day?
That's a beautiful song. I figured that song was appropriate because I just shaved my chops down. And it is September. Hello, everybody. It's Chise, and we're getting Chisey, flying solo again today. But who gives a fuck? We're going to have some fun. Pox, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Thank you for that one line.
Yeah. I'm watching this freaking awesome video.
It's awesome.
That we're about to play for everybody later.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to play that. That's the video. I talked about it on my last show about the little wrestling match during fantasy football draft. I found the video, and you guys can decide who actually won once we watch it. I'm getting my setup for the next frickin' thing here, so let me just do that. Let me pause that because we're going to get into that. Anyway, we had a week off because it was a holiday last week, right? And we went to Yuma for our ASA National tournament. And it was a beautiful thing for the first night. And then it was shit. So let's break it down. We had a van for about 10 of us or so. I got to remember who was in there. Let me see. Ty was driving. His lady was shotgun. You had Zach and Fernie, Ian, Sarah, Chise, Ant, Pete, Rachel, and Rhino. So yeah, we had like 11 people. I don't know what's up with these damn vans and shit, but they said that they upgraded to like the super sick ass van, and it was fucking small as shit, dude. It was supposed to be a 15-person van. I don't know what's going on with like freaking the resizing of bullshit today, but everything is fucking smaller, dude. It's like packs of Oreos. Remember back in the day, packs of Oreos were huge for like $2-3, and now they're like freaking these little tiny packs with like maybe 20 or 30 freaking whatever 40 cookies in them. But then if you want to pay the extra $2, you get the original size like they used to be back in the day. So that shit's fucked up. Anyway, the van ride up was money because we had the boy band Experience playing, which let me tell you about these fucking millennials. Pox, how old are you?
I'm 38.
So you're not really a millennial, but you kind of are. You're like right on the cusp there, right?
Yeah, apparently there's like some
I don't know where the breakoff is.
Yeah, it's supposed to be right around there, but there's 2 years between Gen X and millennials that there's me, and some other people. They said there's like some. They said there's a new fucking in between thing, and I fall right in between that 2-year thing.
Huh.
I'll try to look it up.
I must be Gen X. I don't know. Point is, we decided that we're gonna make this all boy band playlist, right, for the ride up, and we were gonna be singing and shit like crazy. So, being the old lineal that I am, I went back and I searched for boy bands, you know, because I didn't have every single boy band coming up in the 90s and the early 2000s. You know, I had the NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys shit, and I had, you know, a couple of here and there freaking things. So I went and I got on the iTunes and I bought like all these songs, you know, here. I bought some Boys to Men, I bought some BB Mac, I bought some 98. See, I didn't even have 98 Degrees back in the day, because when I was doing the boy band thing and I was like, okay, I like this song by NSYNC, that was my boy band back then, you know, 98, 99, whatever it was when they came out, 2000 and shit, that was a boy band. So any other boy band besides them and Backstreet Boy, I was like, fuck that, dude, I ain't digging these fucking 98 Degrees wannabe motherfuckers. And then I went on the iTunes and I said, well, I know these guys like some freaking 98 Degrees, because I asked all the little millennial fagels on my team, I said, hey, who do you guys want? Because I don't have a lot of the freaking, you know, I got the Backstreet Boys, I got the NSYNC, and they started reeling off a couple of names. So I went on there and I bought some 98 Degrees and I bought some BB Mac and I bought some All for One, and I bought all these fucking things, and you know, I'm listening to them, and you know, besides the one hit that, you know, they may have had on some of these other bands like BB Mac, I'm listening to some of the other songs and I'm like, these songs are fucking cool, dude. And like 98 Degrees, they had a couple of hits, but some of their other jams on their albums were like fucking money. And I'm like, shit, dude, I don't know if these little youngins like all these fucking songs or not, so I'm just gonna put all these fucking songs, not just the hits, but all the songs on the fucking playlist, and you know, we'll just skip through and get to whatever songs we get. So we gets in the ride, and they're like, you know, they're giving me shit because they could live stream or whatever the fuck you kids do nowadays, where you don't pay for music, you pay like $5-10 a month and you can play any song you want from anywhere, anytime and shit, but you don't own it. But you say you own it, but you don't own it, okay? Because that's not a collection. I try to tell them, Pox, I said that's not a collection. You paying for a monthly service that'll let you play a song does not mean that you own that motherfucker. You have to have like, see this beer? I own this motherfucker beer. Can't nobody take this beer from me because I own it. And ain't nobody here to take it from me anyway. So I drink it. Anyway, so we get in a little tiffy tiff before we actually get in the van talking about, oh, we can stream all this shit. Pick a band. So I pick up Boyzone. Like Boyzone, I didn't even know about Boyzone back in the day. But they were like a European boy pop band that had like 1 or 2 hits in America. But I listened to their greatest hits thing. I was like, damn, dude, some of these songs are money. So I bought the whole fucking thing. Why not? Now I own it. You know what I'm saying? So I call out a boy band thing, and Ty gets on his little phone and his little whatever fucking music app thing that is. I don't even know what they fucking call now, because I don't do them like I know there's like Silk Music or whatever on my phone. There's a couple of other ones, Samsung Music, where you can do that shit, and I know there's that other fucking crap that people do, and I don't like it, because you say I want to play a song like this artist, but then they'll play like one song and they'll play all this other shit that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I'm talking to you. You don't have to answer. Just shake your head. Just shake your head like I know you're talking to me, so I'm not like talking to myself. Anyway, so I call out this Boyzone song, and he pulls it up on his phone. I'm like, okay, whatever, dude. Whatever, play. Use your fucking thing. He's like, I don't care, dude. And everybody's like, oh, no, it's okay, Chise. It's okay. You took all this time to make this playlist. We'll listen to your playlist. So I go, dude, I don't care. Do whatever. Dude, I'm sitting in the back of the fucking ride now because I got dissed out a fucking shotgun because Ty was driving. He's got his lady going, which I didn't want to break him up. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. Just give me the seat in the back that's got the most room so I could spread out and pee in a cup if I have to pee in a cup, unless you guys want to stop every 20 minutes because I got old man fucking bladder. So I'm in the back. They put on my tunes. We're driving. We get one song in. And everybody's like, oh yeah, that's the jam. And then every song for like the next hour, they were like, next.
I'm in the back.
Next.
They put on my
Next. 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 Just for like 40 fucking minutes, dude. Just Pete just looking at it and going, if he didn't know the song, it was like next. And I'm like, fuck guys, you don't even take the time. What is wrong? That's my beef right now, is what is wrong with fucking millennials that they don't take the time to like buy a fucking album by a band. Like if you like it, remember back in the day, like when GNR came out. Okay, now we're gonna talk GNR because that was the shit back in the day. And when their first song came out, I think it was Welcome to the Jungle was the first song that I heard. And saw the video, obviously, because back then, you know, there were videos on MTV and shit. So I saw that and I was like, damn, dude, that's fucking a money song. So then I went and I bought the album, or CD back then, it was a CD. So I bought that, I started playing it a couple times, and I was like, yeah, you know, I kind of like this other song, but I don't know about these fucking things. And then I was like, I'm not sure, dude. So I took it back to the store and I said, bro, I can't buy this. You know, my mom said I'm not allowed to have it. And so I got my money back. And then I went home, and like a fucking week or two later, I was like, wait a second, bro. I'm starting to hear these damn songs in my head that they were singing, like My Michelle, fucking It's So Easy, Rocket Queen, all that shit. And I was like, the fuck, dude? I like that shit. What am I doing, bro? So I went back and I bought the album. See, but the kids nowadays, this is what I'm talking about. They don't do that shit, dude. It's like, if it's not the fucking hit, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to take the fucking time to get to know a fucking band. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, right, Pox?
Yep, that's why. But I mean, even back in our day, they had singles.
Yeah, they had singles, but when you heard the single, you oh shit, dude, here come, you know, the single's out. This shit is popping, dude. Let me fucking buy the fucking album and see what else is good, or let me borrow the freaking thing from a friend and see if there's anything popping. Not just going, oh, Mr. Music Guy, what's the next hit gonna be? Tell me what the next hit's gonna be, because that's what I'll buy. I don't want to, and that's the problem with these fucking millennials. They want somebody to tell them what to listen to. Mr. Record Guy, what's the next hit? What's the next style of music that's gonna be hot so that I can buy it? Instead of going, hey, here's a fucking band that put out a kick-ass fucking song. Let me buy the album and fucking see. Like, nowadays, because I'm old, I'm like, oh, fucking rock and roll today sucks, dude. There's nothing fucking good, right? You hear like all these fucking guys, and instead of like singing like rock and fucking roll, dude, it's like they're singing rock and fucking, you know, rap, which is not a bad thing because Run DMC was the shit back in the day. But you know what I'm saying? They're all like freaking, it's like gummy bear fucking hybrid of pop, fucking rock, freaking rap all mixed in together, which, you know, some of it's okay, but some of it's like super shitty. So anyway, like I hear this one song by this fucking band called At This Moment, and I think it was freaking, what the fuck was it? Sex Barbie Doll, something like that. And I was like, dude, that song's fucking money, dude. So I went and I freaking got on the iTunes and I listened to a song here and another song there, and I said, these songs are fucking dope, dude. So I bought the fucking album, because that's what Chise does. That's what old people do. They find the shit. Now I got a kick-ass album of like 10 fucking money-ass fucking rock songs because I took the time to listen to it. I just didn't say, oh, that's the only song that's popular? Then that's the only song I'm going to buy. I don't care about the rest. These motherfuckers, you need to get that. You know, the damn artists like Chise, they work hard for their shit, dude. They're making magic, and all you care about is what Mr. Music Man tells you is fucking popular. That's fucking stupid, dude. I hate that shit, dude.
You mean Ryan Seacrest?
Yeah, like fuck Ryan Seacrest, dude. God damn, the guy's fucking the man, dude. He's the fucking man with his American Idol bullshit, and now he's on his fucking little radio show crap. It's like if it's not on, if you got the Sirius XM satellite and you're on the Y2K or the pop channel number 2, if it's not a song on there, then you don't listen to it. Like the fucking, you know, whoever, dude. Like freaking my kid loves, and this is what I love about my kid, because we're getting her to, we're not forcing her, but we're making her like the freaking shit. Like Panic at the Disco has like that's one of her favorite bands now, even though like GNR is actually her favorite now because we got her into the freaking heavy metal shit and the freaking pop and the glam rock, whatever you want to call it, all that shit from the 80s. We're getting her in that because we're listening to Hair Nation all the time. So she's digging that, especially, you know, like freaking like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, and freaking, you know, bands and shit like that. The only downside of that is that her fucking mom likes Firehouse, which means now she likes Firehouse, and Firehouse sucks fucking ass. Yes, they did have a fucking hit, but you know what Chise said? Chise didn't go, oh, Firehouse has a, baby, don't treat me bad. Fuck that song. And fuck their other little fucking whatever bubblegum poppy like frickin' ballad song they made that's a fucking hit, dude. They were shit. And you know why they were shit? Because they were what we called back in the day corporate rock. That's when all these bands started getting fucking popular. And so the corporate man, the man, like I'm telling you fucking millennials, the man said, hey, all we got to do is take these guys over here, make them sound exactly like these guys over here, and we're going to make some money off of them. And everybody's just going to buy into it because that's what they do. They can't think for themselves. We'll tell them that these guys are popular. We'll get a couple of cute guys over here. See, like, guys back there, like Poison dudes, you know, Bret Michaels, he's not a bad-looking dude. You throw some makeup on him like they did with the little fucking glam look, you know, and he looked like a sexy old little fucking tranny, right? And, you know, the other guys look like trannies too and shit. And that was their look. And now, but then these guys over here, corporate motherfuckers over here, talking about, let's get some cute little boys over here and make them sound like the Poisons and the Warrants and these guys, and the girls will eat it up, and they'll make a little money, but we'll make all the money, and they get a little bit of shit, and we get a lot of bit of shit. And that's what's wrong with these fucking millennial people right now, dude, is they don't take the time to go, okay, let me listen to this other song that come out and see if, you know, this band out right now has got more than one song, it's more than one hit wonder. Let me find it out. So I went on a super ass rant because I made a playlist of 580 songs because I didn't know what these guys would like and not. Okay, am I a little hurt that they wanted to fast forward every fucking song because it wasn't? You know, if I would have put together a playlist of just the fucking boy band hits, it would have been like 30 songs for a 4-hour fucking drive. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? Take the time to learn a fucking song that is not just the one that the man told you was supposed to be popular. That's all I'm saying about that. Okay, I'm done with that. Done with that. So, we get to Saturday after spending 5 hours in the fucking van ride, Bootcut and his family following up on one ride, Turtle cruising in the other, his truck with Sean and following us. And we're partying, you know, Chise is partying in the back of the van. Why not? It's a party. When we get there, we're vibing. We sign in, we test our bats, we do all that bullshit. We go to our first game. We play some 40 and over team. I think they were like some super sick 40 and over team in Arizona. And we fucking destroyed them. 27-5 in 3 fucking innings, dude. Everybody was mashing, dude. I got on 3 out of my 4 at bats. I got 1 hit, I got 2 walks, and then my out was a fucking 360-foot home run. The right fielder was playing shallow. Fences on every single party. They got 6 fields. It's like a little complex. Not like Big League Dreams because they didn't have the indoor crap. And they probably didn't want to waste the money on AC because, you know, it's fucking hot in Arizona. So they did open center, but you can buy beer and you can buy a little bit of food here and there and that kind of shit. But they had 6 sweet fields, all the same, all 325 all the way around. And so Chise is sitting there on one of his at-bats, and he's got the right fielder creeping in because the wind's kind of blowing in a little bit, and everybody's hitting these dinkers. And Chise says, fuck, dude, if I just get it over his head, I got at least a triple on this guy. So I freaking lay into one like this, poof, freaking hit it 360 over the fence. That was my out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We destroyed this team. We're doing good. You know, we sit around for a couple more hours. We got our game 2, and we start. And we freaking go down by a couple of runs. We get close. Go down by another couple. We get close. Comes down to the last inning. We're chasing like 3 or 5 runs. I can't remember what it was. We're chasing that. And we just go on a freaking tear. Next thing you know, we're up 7 runs. It's like 18-11. So we end up winning that game. We're like, fuck, dude, we're 2-0. We are halfway or a third of the way to our goal. The goal was play 2 games on Saturday or Friday, win them. 2 on Saturday, win them, and then 2 on Sunday, win them, and that's the tournament, dude. 6 games for the ship. Okay, and I said, hey, let's have a fucking pack. Let's make a fucking straight back, chit pack, gap pack, ASAP pack that we don't play a game before 6 o'clock in the evening. Because if you got in the loser bracket on Friday, you were playing at 9 a.m. on a freaking Saturday in Arizona in 110-degree heat. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't having that. So we accomplished our goal. Now, after that game, here's where we lost it. Let me tell you what happened. We're sitting around and we're like, okay, do we wash our stuff for the ship or do we not wash our stuff for the ship? And everybody's like, you know, half the people are like, well, maybe we should wash it. It stinks and stuff. And the other half, majority, I shouldn't say half, majority were like, no, bro, we're winning. You don't wash your duds when you're winning, okay? If you want to put on a clean pair of socks, fine. But the shorts, the freaking pants, whatever you're wearing, the jersey, we got to keep that on, dude. We got to keep it. You don't want to wash away the wins. So we get to Saturday morning, and I don't know what happened, but all these guys decided that they want to start washing their gear. And we're like, fuck, dude, if you know, 3, 4 are going to wash it, we all got to wash it because that's a team fucking thing. You got to wash. So we all washed our shit, and we freaking ended up getting spanked the next day. Fucking stupid spank. Oh my God, I don't want to go into it. So the second game, yes, talk to me.
Boot says 360. Really, guy? I'll give you 335.
Really, guy? I went out there and grabbed the ball myself after I hit it, bro. It was more than 10 feet over the fence.
And Morty's in here.
What's up, Morty? Nothing, I guess. Okay, so the other thing we did was we shaved. For the most part, we all did stashes for the ship. I don't know if you got the picture I sent you, but I had the sweet little handlebar. I shaved the chops, as you can see. It's like baby chops right now. And I shaved the chops into a nice little handlebar freaking mustache so I look like a super fucking pile easy for the weekend. Like that. Is that up there? Is that back behind me?
Not yet.
Not yet. It's just my cousin It. Get it up there. It's working. It's a slow process. You know what? I'll just keep drinking. Fuck it.
This is funny. It's all sideways. We'll leave it like that so they can see your face.
So yeah, that Super 6 stash was mine. I was going to go Magnum PI and have it short, which I'm glad I didn't because Rhino went with the short one and I went with the handlebar, so we had a little mix up. We didn't have it all the same, which was cool. So anyway, we gets to Saturday morning and shit's like, I want to wash my jersey. It stinks. And then apparently he convinced somebody else who convinced somebody else. So now you got like 4 or 5 guys that want to wash their shit. And the other 5 or 6 are like, dude, I thought we weren't going to wash them. But if everybody's going to wash them, now we got to fucking wash our fucking jerseys, dude. This is crazy. So we washed our wins away. That's one thing. The other thing that was our downfall was nobody spent any real time hanging and vibing on Saturday, dude. I wanted to get up early, you know, not early, but you know, everybody gets up, let's do breakfast. Let's all meet for some breakfast. Or what, and even if we don't all meet for breakfast, let's set a time. It's college freaking first week or second week, whatever it is, of college football. Let's all go to B-Dubs. Let's go to freaking Hooters. Let's go to freaking the Mexican restaurant that Fernie wanted to go to or whatever. I don't care, but let's all go and be a fucking team and hang for like 3 or 4 freaking hours before we got to go back to the field. Nobody wanted to fucking hang, dude. It was weird, dude. It's weird. I don't know how to call that. I don't know if it was ladies telling men that, you know, this is my day. And I understand that. If that's what happened, I understand that. Because, you know, when Chise goes to freaking Vegas, I give my lady the Friday night. But here's the difference. The Friday night, we're not playing in Vegas. We are playing on Saturday. So Saturday is all day Chise, team, vibing, party that night, everything. So anyway, Yuma happens. It's Saturday. I wake up. Oh, obviously, I didn't sleep because Turtle snores like a motherfucker. Again, Chise was a nice guy and said, hey, I want the whole team together. I want us to all vibe. So you 3 guys that are going to be over in the Motel 6, you can share my room. I'll get a double queen. We can all share freaking beds. We can all sleep. And they're just, you know, you guys pitch in. We'll cover this shit. We'll do that. Big mistake. Because Turtle, oh my God, that man can snore. So Chise got no sleep the whole night. Anytime I thought I had a little bit of sleep going on, he would just roll over and be like, I can't even do it so bad. I had a pillow over my head, everything. And then, right in the middle of the night, it's probably like 3, 4 in the morning, you know, I'm sharing the bed. I'm on the top of the sheets here. Anna's sleeping right there, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm just sitting there, and I feel like Aunt moves, so I kind of wake up, and he just goes like this. Fucking right, and like he was having a happy dog dream or something. You know how you see them little puppy dogs be sleeping, and all of a sudden they start kicking their leg, and they get that little smile going on like that. That was fucking Aunt, dude. So that wakes me up. No sleep. Turtle and I, obviously because he was up, the other 2 guys were like, fuck, Turtle, if you're up, dude, I want to try to sleep. So Turtle and I go get some breakfast, come back up. I'm like, dude, let me try to get some sleep now, because now Turtle's up. You guys just be chill. But instead of being chill, they ended up talking while they're watching football, so I got like maybe an hour of sleep. Okay, so now I'm like, fuck it, dude, it's 12 o'clock. Where are we all going to go to watch the games? And people are like, I don't know, dude, I don't know. So it didn't happen. I ended up rolling out with Aunt and Sean and Turtle to get him a new little coil for his little vape thing. And we get that, and while we're getting that, you know, I got a power cord for my phone because I forgot it. And we see B-Dubs, and we see Hooters, and we see some other shit down the street. And we're like, hey, guys, we're here. What are we going to do? Who wants to, let's meet. And then Zach's like, oh, well, Fernie wants to go to some bomb-ass restaurant, some Mexican food restaurant. So I was like, well, let's all freaking go there. And then everybody else is on the feed just like not answering and not doing anything. I'm like, fuck, dude, let's do something. So I said, what about, let's just get some fucking pizzas, pick a room. Somebody's got a big-ass room. It could be our room. Our room was small, but whatever. Let's just get some pizzas and beers. Let's watch some fucking games and sit and chill in the fucking rooms. So finally, Chit's like, well, I got a big room. You guys can come hang with me. So I go freaking Little Caesars and buy like 5, 6 pizzas. And then we stop. You know, this is the 4 of us that went to get the coil and shit for what's his name. And then we stop at the freaking store, the gas station liquor store thing. And we buy like a 30-pack of Coors Light. We buy an 18-pack of freaking whatchamacallit on Miller's. And we go to Chit's room, and, you know, 3 or 4 people come in and kick it for like 5, 10, 20 minutes, and then bounce. And it's like, dude, what the frick, dude? Why are we not even hanging, dude? So, you know, now we got, so now we got, everybody's got clean clothes. Nobody's hanging. So now we get to the first game of Saturday night. And we play some team, I don't even know their name, but they showed up without numbers on their back, and ASA is stupid about you got to have a number. Everybody's got to have a number, and everybody's hat has got to be like this. They can't have it like this, and they can't have it like this. It has to be like this. If you're going to wear a hat, it has to be like that. So anyway, this team got there their first day and didn't have anything, so they ran out to the car and grabbed a Sharpie and just wrote numbers on the back of their shirts. So we start off, we get home team, which the day before we had visitors and we're winning. The day before, first at bat every time Chip popped up somehow and got out. This one he gets either a hit or a walk to start the day, but that wasn't. We were home team. So anyway, first guy comes up, hits a ball to Sean. He fucking does a Scooby-Doo look like this, gets turned around, goes to the wall. The guy gets a triple. They end up getting like 3 runs that inning. No biggie. Their pitcher comes up as we come down to the bottom of the inning, and like I said, Chick gets a hit to start the day, which, okay, now we're home team, and now we are freaking Chick getting a hit and to start the day. 2 things that were opposite from the day before. The other thing was the second game, the day before, I had a beer. I had like an extra beer, and I'm walking around. I was like, dude, let's do community beer for the fucking game. So we did that. We ended up coming back and winning, like I already said. So before the first game, I'm sitting there, and I got like a couple of beers, and everybody's like, dude, we got to do a community beer because we did one yesterday. And I was like, no, bro, that was yesterday, though. This is today. Let's freaking do it. You know, it's not the same thing. We already washed our clothes, so we're mixing it up. We shouldn't do that. But we did. So everybody had a little bit of community beer. Chit starts off with a hit. We don't score, you know. And they get another couple runs here and another couple runs there, and we're having we're just getting like everything we do. Like the wind is blowing in like crazy. I mean, there was a thunderstorm hours earlier. Rain was pouring. Winds were like 50 miles an hour. So now we're playing, and everybody's hitting the ball up in the wind and just not trying to hit the ball down. And Chise is yelling at everybody, hit the fucking ball down, dude. Hit the fucking ball down. We had bases loaded, and I think we scored no runs with the bases loaded. I think Ant fouled out, and I think Ty maybe hit into a force out or something. I don't know. Maybe we got 1 run. I can't remember. But everybody was hitting the fucking ball in the fucking air, and Chise is going, hit the ball on the ground. And then Chit starts getting into it with the freaking umpire. This lady freaking umpire, like senior umpire, whatever she is, of ASA in Arizona, she's letting the pitcher do almost like a U-trip pitch. So Chit's getting on her, and she ain't having it. So now we're not getting any freaking calls because the guy would do his pitch thing, and he would go like this and like present the ball and stop and then pitch. And it's like, dude, that's like freaking U-trip, dude. You're not supposed to do that.
You're like kind of like a ball.
Yeah, like U-trip, when you're playing U-trip, the guy's got like 5 seconds or whatever he can do. He can do whatever. He can be like under the leg. He can be like poof around the back. He can grab the ball, start walking to the mound, just go poof, and pitch it without even looking if he wanted to. I've seen dudes do that shit before. But in ASA, you're not supposed to do that. You have to stop on the mound, and once you show the ball, you have to continue and freaking pitch. You can't do the stop, here's the ball, and then do like a little jerky pitch thing. So Chit was getting angry at her for not calling it, and she's not having any of that crap. And then so we get like a shit play or 2 called on us because, you know, obviously the 2 umpires are like, fuck these California guys, dude. They're giving us shit for whatever. So they're like, screw it. Although I did get 1 sweet call because I knew the wind was blowing in. I knew this guy wasn't going to hit it over my head. So I yelled at Ty. I said, Ty, heads up. And when I yell at you, Ty, when I yell at whoever's at first base, remember this. I don't know if you're watching, but anybody and their mom that's watching, if Chise is playing right field or right center or sometimes even left center, if I yell at you and you're on first base, bro, that means if this guy hits a dinker in front of me, I'm gunning the ball towards you. Okay, I don't even give a fuck. I don't even need to look, dude. If it's anywhere close, I'm gunning it. So I yell at Ty. It's like, Ty, heads up, Ty, Ty. And so this guy does exactly what I thought he would do. He hits this little dinker in between me, who's playing right center, and Rhino, who's playing right. And I run over there and I jam and I catch the ball like this. And I do a little spin around like that, not even looking, come around and just go, Hwah! And throw it to first base. And Ty's looking, he's like, what the fuck? Catches the ball and kind of does a little step back and touches the bag. But in the process of doing that, he blocks the umpire that's out there at first base, and the umpire calls the guy out. So I gets my nice, sick little outfield assist, even though the guy was probably safe, but the umpire couldn't see it because Ty's like freaking 6'4" or whatever the frick he is. I don't know. I may have just given you an extra inch there. You're welcome. So anyway, we get that, and I'm thinking, okay, dude, we got a chance. We're only losing like 11 to freaking 4 or something like that. And then we come down to our last at bat. I take a freaking walk. I only got 2 at bats that game. I take a walk. Everybody else comes up, and they're still hitting in the fucking air. We're not getting anything through anybody. We end up losing. So now Chise is bitter. Chise is bitter. He's thinking, okay, you know, it's one game. You know, I told these guys we shouldn't do community beer. I knew we shouldn't have washed our fucking things. I know we didn't fucking hang out all day. So, you know, no biggie. Now we got to wait a couple hours, which turned into 3 hours because they were delayed. And we ended up having to play Weak Sauce. Weak Sauce, for those that don't know, has got Jaime, who used to play with us, and a couple of other dudes that, you know, it's a California team. So we're watching their game. They lose, so now we got to play them. We come up first freaking inning. We got 2 outs. This guy hits a laser up the middle, and Zach out of freaking nowhere just dives, makes a sick-ass catch to shut him down, and I was like, fuck, dude. Okay, we're back, dude. We are back. We've got this motherfucking shit, dude. We've got this. We shit the bed the first inning. We shit the bed the second inning. They get a run or 2. We shit the bed the third inning. Finally, we get a freaking, you know, and I hit into a double play on first at bat. I only got 2 at bats that game too. My second at bat almost hit into another double play, but beat it out. End up getting around to third. Get around to third, and I'm fucking pissed off because we're hitting like shit. And I told Zach, I go, Zach, I'm stealing fucking home, Zach. And he's like, no, Chise, don't do it. I go, dude, I'm stealing fucking home, dude. He's like, no. I said, dude, if he takes a fucking pitch, I'm going. And he's like, Chise, don't. And I was like, dude. And luckily, I don't know about luckily, but Ty was up after me, and he swung at the first pitch, hit a fly ball left. I tagged up, I scored. I was like, nobody shuts us out in Arizona. That was our only run. We lost 6-1 to Weak Sauce because we couldn't get the ball. We started to hit the ball down, but now we're hitting it to every single player on the infield. Like freaking Turtle hit a sick-ass freaking grounder that should have been through the middle, but somehow the second baseman caught it, threw his ass out. I hit into a double play. I hit another grounder that was almost a double play. I'll just trying to go the right side. And that is partially my fault. I'm going to take a little bit of the blame because I don't like to fucking hit at pitchers, and especially if I know him, even though Jaime says he doesn't like to play with me anymore, and that's why he stopped playing with us back in the day because of Chise and Chise's attitude and Chise's this and his music and that and all this kind of crap. Doesn't mean I'm going to fucking sizzle him. He's still a nice guy. I'm not going to fucking sizzle the freaking pitcher. And that was my bad because right field had a huge ass gap, but when I'm batting, their 5-man would move over. So now he's on this side. Second baseman, first baseman, I had no real hole right there. If I would have sizzled fucking middle, maybe I get a freaking hit or 2. That's my bad for being a nice fucking guy and caring more about not killing somebody than a freaking my batting average. So we lose that game, so now we're done. And Chise is fucking bitter. And Chise is like, fuck Arizona. You know, I hear some little giggly giggles from people. Hee. And I was like, nah, fuck it. And I freaking smack my glove or my bat on the freaking trash can, and I'm like, fuck Arizona. Never come a fucking back. Fuck this. And now I'm playing it up for the fucking crowd, you know, because I could see like half my team or everybody's all laughing and shit because Chise is going fucking mental. And Chise wasn't really going mental, but he was going mental. But not like Chise of old where I break a fucking bat over something and I start throwing my glove everywhere and I start cussing. I cussed all my way in after we shook the hands. I smacked something. I grabbed my bag. I said, fuck Arizona. I said, fuck this shit. Fuck it. And I walked all the way out to the car and sat there by myself like sad Chise. The problem was that Chise had a vision, right? And he had a dream. And that dream was that we were all going to sit there on the mound at the end on Sunday night and cry about how we did everything right and we finally won a ship and we won the Nationals and we got the rings. We did this and we did that. And it didn't happen. And I understand that we don't always win. We've won one tournament this freaking year. We've done good at the tournaments, but we've only really won one. And, you know, I should expect that from my team. But the way we played on Saturday, when we was all vibing, and you could not stop us, and it was so fucking incredible, and it was so fucking money, and I was like, this is what I'm talking about, straight back. This is us, dude. Not some little shit fucking team that just goes, oh, fuck it, we lost, we don't give a fuck. This is how we could play. This is our potential. Maxed out, reached. And then Saturday, nothing, bro. And it broke my heart, son. You understand what I'm saying, Pox? You understand?
Yep, I understand. Yeah, same.
It destroyed. It destroyed me. It defeated me. I'm laying it out of line. I'm being honest as 100% possible. I saw what we could be and what we should be, and then I saw the bad side, and it was so bad that I had to get out, bro. And that's why, like I told you earlier, Pox, when the opportunity had arisen, whatever you want to say, to just bounce on frickin' Saturday, which was actually Sunday morning at like 1 or 2 in the morning, just thinking of sitting there all night listening to Turtle snore, not getting any fucking sleep, just sitting there stewing while I watch TV or whatever while everybody else sleeps and he snores. And then to have him, because I knew he was going to bounce anyway in the morning, because he said, I'm going to take a nap, or I'm going to go to sleep. When I wake up, I'll have some breakfast, I'm going to go. So I knew right off the bat I wasn't going to get any sleep. I didn't want to sit in Arizona no more, bro. I mean, I love hanging with my boys and shit, but there is something inside of me, man, that just, I don't know if it's me getting old and going senile or what, but I really think there's a point now where Chise cannot take shit anymore, and he is so fucking defeated and destroyed by what happened on Saturday that I just, you know, Sunday would have been a shit fest and nothing. Yeah, I could have played it off. I could have had a beer or two and just fucking partied with everybody and had some fun and sold it like happy face clown guy, but not really. But I couldn't do it, man. It's like talking about things at home with the wife, and I don't want to mention those little four-legged fuckheads, but it's the same goddamn fucking thing, dude. I can't stand it anymore. So, on that note, here's what I was watching a show the other day. Shit's getting warm. I was watching a show the other day because, like I said, my daughter is super into like frickin' all the old rock bands and shit. My wife is into ghosty shows and watching ghost shows, adventures and this and that, and medium shows and all that crap. So anyway, she taped the show with Vince Neil. And for those that don't know who Vince Neil is, he's the lead singer of Motley Crue, okay? But anyway, back in the day, his daughter died of like frickin' cancer or something. And he also was in a car accident where he killed one of his best friends, some drummer from some other band and shit. So he's had some drama his whole life. So anyway, he's got this, whatever the show was called, this medium goes to his old house where his daughter died. It's the first time he's been there in 20 years. And I don't know if she knows the full story or if, you know, it's one of those things where she just shows up. She kind of knows she's meeting him, but she doesn't know what's going on. So that's, you know, that's how these mediums sell this bullshit. Anyway, she's walking through, they go up to this one room, and she's like, oh, I feel this and that. And he's like, oh, well, that's where she came to me after she died, and we played, and we colored, and then that's where she told me that she had to go to school, and she wouldn't be able to see me anymore, and blah, blah, blah. So, but another thing I was saying, she's got into this other dark spirit that's been following him around for years, and talking about, like, not necessarily a demon, but just a spirit or something that's like in his head and making him be like a self-defeatist or whatever you want to call it, like doing the drugs and doing the alcohol and freaking just not giving a shit about life. And that's what I sat there and I said, you know what? maybe Chise got something like that going on up in his melon. Because Chise do a lot of things that ain't right. Even though Chise do a lot of things that am right. But maybe Chise has got a demon. Because lately, I'm telling you, lately, at 48 fucking years old, Chise doesn't want to put up with fucking bullshit. And it gets in his fucking head. And it gets so fucking mad. Like that one day I told the damn story. I could not be in that motherfucking house after that motherfucking cat just sat there and did that shit. And I had to get out that fucking house. I had to get out! Like that! And I sat in my fucking truck for a fucking hour and a half till I cooled the heat that was coming off my head was like a fucking volcano, dude. It could have burnt down the house. That's how much hate and rage I had over that fucking stupid ass incident. And it was almost the same shit in fucking Yuma, dude. I was so fucking mental, even though I wasn't like mental, but I was so like defeated and down. But what happened? I know you're about to say something, but let me finish this. I was so defeated and down that I could not be there. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I know I shit the bed personally, but I had to get out. Go ahead, say what you got to say. Let me stop. Let me stop this rant.
Boot says, bro, we all were upset that we lost. It's times like that that you need your bros, bro.
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 I know he's saying bro. Whatever. I'm telling you, that is why I think that there might be somebody living in my fucking head besides me. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe I'm just a crazy old man. Getting into my crazy old man stage. Like my fucking neighbor who's fucking senile. And I recorded him getting yelled at for an hour and a fucking half. I didn't record the whole hour and a half, but for an hour and a half trying to fucking water his lawn and pull his weeds and getting yelled at by his wife and shit. So I think I might be going crazy because I'm just at a point where I can't stand the little fucking stupid bullshit that goes on. You know what I'm saying? So either I got like some kind of fucking demon up inside of my head or I'm just going fucking mental. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Because I love my boys, but I could not be around them. I had to get out of that dugout. I had to get away from that. I couldn't just be like, oh, this is straight back. We suck ass. Ooh, ooh, there it is. That's straight back because that was not straight back. Straight back was fucking Friday night, motherfuckers. That's what it should have been the whole fucking weekend. And it pissed me off. God damn it. Fuck. So bitter. Roll something funny. Roll my fucking fight with what's his name, dude.
Bro, Boot says hug it out.
I can't hug it out myself. I wish Chise was by my side so I could spoon Chise and hug it out with him.
Come on, let's go, McGregor.
I don't know, man. Maybe I might just be going crazy. Speaking of crazy,
You guys gonna fight? Or you gonna sit there and dance?
is that up or what? Are we reviewing this video?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So here's what happened. We had our fantasy draft, and I told this on the last show that Drunk Kurt was trying to sweep me. And then I was like, right there, I was like, sweep the leg, bro. Sweep the leg. And he would try, and I just pull it around.
He went for a duck under.
This is not gonna end well.
Yeah. It's pretty money.
Did Kurt wrestle?
Finish him!
I don't know if he wrestles. I know he was drunk. I know I was a little tipsy.
Nah, he didn't wrestle because he didn't grab the back of your neck.
He tried some stuff. Chise is just letting him do his thing because he's like, oh, Drunk Kurt. You know, what's going on?
He looks like a cat scratching.
I was kind of mad because he was messing my hair up, so I was a little bit bitter, but
He's going for the duck under.
he keeps trying stuff, and Chise is just walking around going, all right, whatever, dude, whatever.
Who the hell is yelling guillotine? That is retarded.
That's
Minnie?
Wayne, yeah, it's Mini Chise. Mini Chise is yelling.
He watches too much WWE.
He's like, go for the armbar and shit, and finally Chise is like, dude, you want to take me to the ground?
No, you don't!
I go, there you go, bro. So now he thinks he's the man because he's on top of me and he thinks he's winning and all this shit, but all he's doing is just like breathing his drunk breath all over me.
Being done.
Can they hear the audio?
Yeah, they can hear the audio.
Okay. Because there's about to be a turnaround here in a second.
They can hear us talking. They can hear the audio too.
Oh, sweet, dude.
Hand on
So
his
in a
nuts.
second here, Wayne's like, bro, you're going to get counted out or something.
Oh yeah, Wayne's gonna jump in as an account. 1, 2, 3.
Not drop it. Not drop it.
Now what do you got?
Get naked, Kurt. Drop the elbow.
Sometimes I wish I was there just so one of those dummies can challenge me, but then again I don't.
Not drop it. Not drop it. Naked.
No, I was just having fun, dude. I'm just sitting there. Here it comes.
You're not down.
Kurt, mount him.
Kurt's like, what do I do?
So when's the beer ball waterfall gonna happen?
Oh, here it comes.
Is that next?
You wanna give the beer ball one count? Give him a count. Guys, you better kick out. 1, 2, almost.
Oh! Ball game. 3. Ding ding ding.
Pile driver. The pile driver.
Nobody beats Chise in a cockfighting championship, even though our dicks weren't out. But I destroyed him right there. I just waited for the time. I let him tire himself out. And then I took advantage of his weakness and jumped up and frickin' dominated. That's the extent of my wrestling skills right there. So we've been showing what? It in the background for most of the show.
That in your
That my Super 6 stash that I shaved for the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I had to get that off my face too, dude. Even though it took a day after when I got home. Yeah, so just to finish up Yuma, I told Turtle when we got back to the hotel, I said, fuck you, bro. I'm not going to get any sleep, dude. If you want to bounce tonight, dude, let's all take our showers. Let's bounce. We'll be home by 6:30. We'll skip all the goddamn traffic for holiday on either Sunday or Monday, depending on when whoever wants to come home. So we bounced. And everybody else was all super bitter, you know, giving Chise shit like left and right, even though like basically first thing in the morning, Chit left because he had shit to do too. You know, he's about to get shipped off to go frickin' back to wherever, North Carolina, and then get shipped out from there to another frickin' whatever deployment thing, wherever he's gonna go. So anyway, he bounced early, but Chise got the shit because everybody wants to hang with Chise, I guess. I don't know. Fuck it, dude. But Chise couldn't be there. Sorry, bros. Anyway, they went and they saw some frickin' prison, and then they did something else, and then they came home. But Chise was home by 6:30, like he said. Got himself a little bit of a nap. Did a little reflexology group frickin' couple massage with my lady that day. Found out that my leg is more jacked up than I thought because I had yoga lady Rachel stretching me out on Saturday night because I felt a little pop. And so that motherfucker's worse than it is.
What does yoga lady Rachel look like?
Yoga lady Rachel is Pete's lady. She's pretty fine. I'm not going to lie.
No, the reason why I ask is I know yoga lady Rachel, but she's not.
Does she got dreads?
She does not have dreads, and she's older. She's like
And she's
probably
not fine.
closer to our age.
Oh. Oh, which could still be a good thing. There's some hot ladies that are our age. Anyway, yeah. I was sitting there Friday night in between our first loss and our second loss, and I was like, hey, Rachel, what do you got for, like, when I do the splits, it's, like, real tight right here, especially when I do this. And I went like this and went and popped. So I had to wrap that motherfucker for the second game. Anyway, I got my reflexology. The lady's all stretching out and doing all that crap, and now that motherfucker's tweaked like a bitch. So I'm on the freaking DL right now. I might have to be the actual DH if I end up playing with these guys on the 30th. I don't know. Anyway.
That's yoga lady Rachel.
Oh, no. Our Rachel's way hotter. Mine and Pete's Rachel. It's way hotter.
Yoga lady Rachel is that lady.
Yeah, she's pretty cute, but she's not as hot as our Rachel. I'm just saying. I don't know.
She works at UFC.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Is anybody seeing these, or am I just the one seeing them? Just me? Okay, yeah. She's no Rachel. She's not our Rachel, you know. Our Rachel's like the Friends Rachel from Friends, where it's like
50.
the hottest chick. She's fine for fucking 50, dude. Are you kidding me, dude?
No, yeah, she's like 50, I think.
That's freaking sweet.
Yeah, her kids are like older. Oh, one of her kids are like 20, I think, or 21.
Okay, so we're getting close to time. I was going to go into some other shit. I don't know if I want to spend another extra half hour once I get going into some other crap. I just spent a whole freaking hour talking about our Yuma experience and the goods and the bads. The other thing I was going to talk about was that new movie, It, that just came out. That's why I had the guy up in the background to remind me to talk about it. Because the new movie is freaking money. It is funny. It is suspense. It is thriller. It is not blood and guts. If you're looking for like a movie like Saw, it's not going to be that. You got to remember that Stephen King is the guy who wrote the book. So it's not going to be that. But if you like freaking sick-ass funny one-liners from like back in the day about your mama or your sister or you're this or you're that, that is sweet. The little kids are freaking awesome. They're vibing like Goonies from back in the day. So Chise will give freaking It like an 8 out of 10 for Chise at least, because there are some sweet scenes in there. And I don't want to give anything away. I'm just going to say go see it. It's fucking money. Okay? It's a good flick. And we don't have any video to review, but I'll tell you what. Pennywise is a motherfucker, bro. Biting arms off and shit like that, dude. Freaking money. How much time we got?
Oh, we're done.
Oh, are we done? Nobody else wanted to comment except my buddy Boot?
Yeah, he says, knock it and walk it, Chaz.
Listen, I hope everybody on our team is in agreement that playing local and just having fun, if that's what we're going to do, then Chise is fine with that. Chise could have fun all day long. I don't care if we go 0-3, 0-2, 1 and whatever, if we win the tournament and that kind of shit. But when all signs were pointing to us dominating this past weekend, and what happened from Friday to Saturday transpired, that's what killed me. But if we're just gonna be like, hey, let's just fucking play local, let's play PSTS, let's have some freaking fun, then Chise is always down with that, dude. Chise will bring his cooler, Chise will have a couple beers, Chise will freaking try to hit bombs left and right, you know. Then I don't give a fuck, dude. Then we're just having some fun. Then we're vibing. If that's what our team is gonna be, that's fine with me. You know, that's basically what our team is anyway. It's just maybe I hyped it up too much. Maybe I thought more of us than I should have, especially after Friday night. I just thought, you know, I thought we had the right mix of people. We were missing Gary Gorgeous, Mr. Walk. He couldn't make it, you know. Wife had to work, whatever, I don't know. Dad Dick is small, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, he didn't want to go out there because he didn't want to play in the heat, or I don't know. He's got his reasons. You know, maybe he ain't talking about it. Who cares? I don't know. Anyway, so that was the only guy we were missing on our team. Everybody else, the vibes, was feeling it. It was good. But I guess we're just not the team that should be chasing the freaking rings. I guess we are just the team that should just go out and have fucking fun and play ball. If we win shirts, we win shirts. If we win jerseys, we win jerseys. If we don't win, we don't win. Who gives a fuck? Let's just have some fucking fun and play. That's basically what our team is anyway. So, my bad for going crazy and expecting more and getting mad. I'm going to apologize right now. I'm going to bump the fucking chest right there. Okay, let's just go freaking have fun like we talked about. Let's play some PSTS. Here's the other thing, Pox. You don't know this. In ASA and in U-Trip, if you're an E team, you really don't get any home runs. And you don't get home runs because they don't want the D guys lying and dropping down and just so they could hit freaking bombs. You know, they for some reason they think that if you play D, oh, now you're a little bit better, so now you're allowed to hit a home run or two. And if you play C's, oh, now you're even better, so now you should be able to, instead of taking into consideration that all these fucking piles that think they're the shit are going to just fucking shave their bats in these things, and then when they go to the fucking real tournaments, you know, where they have to get their bats checked, then they'll play with a regular bat and all this crap, you know. Doesn't make you any better whatever your fucking rating is, dude. It's just they restrict you from doing shit that is part of the fucking game, which is stupid. Like AMCOM and PSTS will let you hit some home runs depending on, you know, like a certain amount. Like now they changed it, like PSTS changed it to 5 home runs a game for like E's. And then, well, they really don't have anybody above E anyway. I don't know. So I don't know how many D's get if they have a D division or whatever. AMCOM will let you hit, you know, 1 up to 3 in a freaking thing. But U-Trip and ASA, for some reason, don't think home runs are a fucking part of the game. When Chise came up, dude, when Chise was a youngin' and he's watching baseball, that is what he lived for. I wanted to see freaking guys, dude, even back in the day, I'll try to keep it. I wanted to see like Jose Canseco. I wanted to see Mark McGuire. You know, I'll keep it like Sammy Sosa. I'll keep it to those guys because, you know, the guys in the 70s and shit like freaking like Dave Kingman and freaking, you know, some of those other big fucking bopper dudes back in the day. Chise loved to see the fucking long. Everybody loves the long ball, dude. When you hit a bomb, you hit a fucking bomb. Like nowadays, Giancarlo Stanton, like last I checked, he had 54. I don't know if he hit any between now and yesterday or whatever. But that is fucking money, dude. When you could just step up in there and some guy throws a ball and you just go, "Pah! What, son?" Boom. That is money. 2 things that Chise love watching baseball. Motherfuckers that could hit bombs and motherfuckers that could steal bases. Ricky Henderson could do it all. That has got to be my favorite motherfucker of all time. Ricky Henderson. My first and favoriteest, because I'm a Dodger fan, is Steve Garvey. But Ricky Henderson could lead a game off with a home run, or he could take a walk or get a single and then steal 2-3 bags like crazy. So that's my boy. That is, and he, you know what? And he would snap your ass in the outfield too. He just did it on the freaking last All-Star game when they had the freaking softball, celebrity softball, freaking old-timers game or whatever. He was snapping people left and right. It's freaking money. But for some reason, U-Trip and AMCOM, or not AMCOM, but U-Trip and ASA are like, oh, if you're lower people, you can't hit home runs because you shouldn't be hitting home runs or something. I don't know. It's a stupid-ass rule. The game was built for people to hit bombs, and that's what Chise loves to do. So I'm going to tell you right now, if we play PSTS on the 30th, Chise is going to hit at least 10 home runs. If we got 5 a game, Chise is just going left and right for bombs, guy. I ain't even trying for no singles. I ain't even trying for no goddamn walks. I'm getting back to what I like in the game, and that's freaking hitting bombs, son. Let's end it on that shit right now. Cut me out. Hitting bombs.